All right, everyone, we've got low-quality videos from the Cuck Shed. This morning, my camera had some sort of problem. It was glitching out, and there was, like, weird stuff on the actual camera. When I checked the test file, it actually had recorded. Then I got it fixed, but by then, the baby was downstairs, so I'm recording out here for the day. Again, tomorrow there will be big announcement time. Well, actually, technically the day after. I'll get to that when it comes due. We've got to talk about the news, though, mainly Mitt Romney not running for re-election. Everyone breathing a sigh of relief. Mitt Romney, finally, after all of these years, is exiting politics. Governor of Mass, also the prototypical creator of what ended up becoming Obamacare, which a lot of people would like to forget that. I like how all the Republicans are like, well, Mitt Romney has been such a staunch leader. Link in the description in his own video on the subject of, not running for re-election. What's one of the things that he brags about? One of the things he brags about is signing off on that anti-gun legislation there. Oh, it was a compromise bill for gun safety. Well, not really. It doesn't seem to have tackled gun crime at all or done anything else for anyone positive, but that's Mitt Romney. Yeah, the car elevator dude. I also like it when liberals are like, well, at least he was a principled Republican. They're comparing him to Trump, basically. It's like you called him a devil, basically, when he was running against Obama. You said he was racist and sexist and homophobic and a terrible ne'er-do-well, a rich bitch who was out of touch with the American people. By the way, I agree with most of those things. But all of a sudden, because he worships at the altar of Trump derangement syndrome, all of a sudden then he was exonerated of all of his past sins. And we've seen this repeatedly. People who were, reckoned to be exceptionally far right 5 years ago or 10 years ago or something, that are castigated by the left, all of a sudden they're cleansed. It's almost like a form of worship. It's a sort of a weird religious ritual of sorts. All you have to do is say that you don't like Donald Trump. Liz Cheney, literally the daughter of Dick Cheney, is upheld on a pedestal too. Mitt Romney has followed suit. He wants a statue in his name for his wonderful legacy, and so he decided that he didn't want to side with the modern-day Julius Caesar, I suppose. But the other funny part, again, link in the description, it's to a video clip actually posted by Mitt Romney's official Twitter handle, announcing that he wasn't going to run for re-election. I have a feeling, based on what I'm seeing him say there, that he's still, he's a unipartyist. That much is clear. Nobody, even the liberals, don't bother to to claim that he's not a DC insider, one of those typical greasebag politicians. He's trying to re-inject the age issue into the election season. In fact, I'm thinking that Mitt Romney decided not to run again. And he talks to his people. He talks to his co-workers in Congress and stuff. Says, look, I'm getting out while the getting's good. He uses age as an example. Well, I'd be like 82 years old, and it's time to pass the torch, quite literally. Well, I kind of agree with that. Like, you look at Dianne Feinstein, she's basically just holding on, clinging to life at this point, just to spite people. Or Nancy Pelosi, who's decided to actually run for re-election. She's 83 years old. The idea of her being coherent by the time that she ends another congressional term is an exceedingly low magnitude of likelihood. But Mitt Romney, I think, was then told by these people, well, you're getting out anyway. You might as well turn lemons into lemonade and take one cheap parting shot at Donald Trump. You can throw Biden under the bus at the same time. That's perfectly fine. But make sure to raise the age issue and just make it clear one last time that you're not on board with either of them. Basically, I'm assuming he's going to end up doing the TDS thing and, number one, refusing to support Trump when he's nominated. That's extremely likely. Possibly even go like with the no-labelers. It'd be funny if Mitt Romney mounted a presidential campaign from the no-label platform or something like that. I wouldn't put it past him. He says, well, it's time to pass the torch. I'm exiting politics. But, and he says this explicitly, but don't worry, I'm still going to be around. I'm still going to be throwing my influence around, which means a lot of money and favor catering and all of these other things. So while it's good that Mitt Romney is finally leaving, he's been a thorn in the side of progress now for years. Unfortunately, it doesn't change much for the better. Congress is still stacked with unipartyists, whether Mitt Romney's in there or not. So while I'm celebrating the demise of his particular career, I'm also chuckling frequently about seeing all of these people that are venerating him as though he did a good job. Again, please name something that wouldn't be that wouldn't just be signed on to by TDS suffers because he happens to have TDS. Please show me, where are these accomplishments? Again, anti-gunnery, corporate, hand-downs and things like that, car elevators. Other than saying that he doesn't like Donald Trump, there's literally no other reason why any reasonable person would applaud him at all. And of course, most of us don't applaud that either. So, bye, Mitt. Wonderful. Good riddance. That's about all. Peace out.